Well, everyone, I have to be honest, I never thought I would make these many iPhone SE 2 or iPhone 9 videos in a row. Could potentially actually delay the process and the release date of the iPhone 9 or the iPhone SE 2, whatever they're going to call it. Now, first of all, I want to get one thing out of the way. I hope and I pray to God that Apple actually calls it the iPhone SE 2 and not the iPhone 9. And the reason being is because if we eventually have another successor to the iPhone SE 2 or iPhone 9, if they call it the iPhone 9, what are they going to call it? The iPhone 9S, the iPhone 9 whatever? If they call it the iPhone SE 2, or even give it another name, maybe the iPhone XE or whatever the case is, that would be a much better choice and a much better long-term naming process, unlike what they did with the iPhone X/iPhone 10, and then eventually with the iPhone 10R, and then eventually with the iPhone 11. Like, just call it the iPhone SE 2, and then the successor iPhone SE 3, so on and so forth. Just a quick little thing, I had to go say that. Now, the news and the new news that came out, which is pretty insane. Okay, first of all, this is coming from Giz China, or however you want to call it, and this article states that Foxconn, which actually creates a lot of the parts for these iPhones and is one of Apple's suppliers apparently, this article says Foxconn, Apple iPhone 9 won't be delayed by coronavirus. Now, this in and of itself, if you guys remember that video I made not too long ago, the reports were saying that the coronavirus was going to go and delay the process and the release date of the iPhone 9/iPhone SE 2, whatever. That was basically that big news that just happened, okay? Now with Foxconn, they kind of announced and kind of agreed that the iPhone 9, kind of confirming the iPhone 9 or iPhone SE 2 even existed in the first place, because they're saying that basically the iPhone processes and the iPhones will not be delayed by the coronavirus. Now, those articles weren't saying that the iPhone in general were going to be delayed, because obviously there's no new iPhones that have been confirmed to be released in this Q1 or Q2, whatever, of 2020. We've just been kind of assuming that and kind of rumoring that overall. But Foxconn kind of went one step further and said that no iPhones will be delayed or released, or whatever the release dates will be delayed, based off this article and based off what they've been saying in these newer rumors and reports that have been saying that it is going to be delayed. Hopefully that made sense. And what's crazy about that is that they're kind of confirming that there's going to be an iPhone being released in this Q1 or whatever soon of 2020, based on those articles before saying that coronavirus is going to be delayed. So that is pretty insane. So not only are they kind of saying that the iPhones won't be delayed, but they're kind of confirming that there is going to be an iPhone that is going to be coming out soon, potentially. So that is pretty insane. Now, me personally, I already kind of I'm assuming I'm kind of going on the fact that there is going to be an iPhone 9 or iPhone SE 2 coming out, and this article makes me and reassures me that it is going to be coming out pretty soon. So we already kind of know that it's going to be that iPhone 8 design. It's not going to be the notchless design or whatever. Of course I do it because it's way more fun to do it that way, and I hope it is, but it's probably not. And I think it's going to be a really smart thing for that to happen. But this is some crazy news and some new news that happened. So this isn't bad news anymore. Luckily, it's not going to be delayed. It's not going to be canceled or anything like that. It is still a pretty big deal. The coronavirus is a pretty serious issue, and hopefully, we find a cure for it and all of that. But luckily, the iPhone won't be delayed. The iPhone SE 2, whatever they're going to call it, that will not be delayed based off these rumors. So I'm really, really happy about that. If you guys have anything else to add, and if there's any new news about this phone, best believe I will be one of the first people to report it. Actually, that's a lie. I'm not usually the first one, but I will eventually report the news for these phones that are coming out. If you have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.